All right. Um, so today we got 64 rolls of nickels to hunt. This is the second video that I've done for the channel, the second nickel hunt and book fill. So far this is what we've got. We've got one silver, the 42S there, and that's about it. We don't have any of the other harder dates to fill yet. We don't have our 58 or 55, nothing like that. So let's go ahead and I'll set that off up there. Let's go ahead and get into these nickels, and I will cut back in when I found something and I have something to report. The first roll down, found the first find, got the first 2009 D. So, and that actually reminds me that I forgot to mention what all we're looking for. So we are looking for obviously 2009s because there weren't very many minted compared to the rest of them. So we're looking for 2009s, Canadian coins made before the 19 or from the 50s and before. So yeah, that's about it. Is 2009s Canadians and coins from the 50s or before, and any other errors or foreigns or anything else that anything else interesting that I might run across, I'll let you guys know about. Okay, I was just about to open the second roll, and this is what I found on the ender. So the steps are almost completely worn off, so I'll go ahead and open it up here and see if that ender is anything or if it's a 1964. I'm almost betting that this is going to be a 1964. Let's see, drum roll, and oh, it's a 1941. Hell yeah, yeah. So yeah, 1941. It's an awesome way to start out roll number 2. I'll cut back in and let you guys know if there's anything else in here. Roll number 5, we got a 1958D. And our first Canadian, a 1994. Set that one right up there. Okay, roll number 7, we got a 1954D. There. And a 1959D. Roll number 8, we found a 1953D. All right, roll number 12 gave us a 1953 plain. Roll number 14, we got a 1953, and it is another 1953 plain. Roll number 16, we got a 1956, and it is a 1956D. Can't really see it there, down there at the bottom, so I'll start a new column there like that. The very next roll number 17, gave us this beautiful looking 1940. That is a beaut. Definitely an upgrade if I don't need it for the book. Okay, just got done hunting roll number 18. We got a 1948D, a 1953, also a D, and A 1954. Guess what? That is also a D. So that was roll number 18. I'll come back in when I found something else. Roll number 23 gave us our first buffalo nickel of the hunt. It's a no date. However, it is, I don't know if I can get in there. It is a D for Denver Mint. I will set that down there and we'll continue the hunt. The very next roll, roll number 24, gave us a 1946 plain. Set that there. All right, roll 27 gave us a 1947. Halfway through the box, still no silver, but we got about half the box left to go and all of these bank wrapped rolls to go through. Just got done hunting roll number 32. We found a 1955D. Another 50s one. I'll start a new column right there. I'm gonna move this Canadian nickel over here to the other side. And we'll keep going, see if there's anything else in this box. Hopefully we can find some silver still. No, still haven't found any silver in this box. Maybe we'll get lucky though. All right, roll number 34. We got a 1940 Philadelphia. Still no silver, but we'll keep looking. Roll number 36. Got a 1959 D for Denver. Set that there and try and keep a little gap so I don't get those three finds in one roll confused there. Roll number 38, we found a 1940 D. Set that there. I also found something kind of interesting here. It's just a 83 D. But when you look at the back, there is remnants of some green paint. You can kind of see a little bit there. You can't really see it on camera, but you can kind of see some there on the obverse too. I've heard that some businesses would take nickels and paint them, and they would use those in the jukebox in their business. And I guess the person that owned the jukebox would fish these ones out and give them back to the proprietor of the establishment to reuse, you know, basically free songs in the jukebox just to get things going when people weren't playing any music on it. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how many businesses owned their own jukebox so there wouldn't be a need, or how many places basically rented one. But it's kind of an interesting find. I don't really know if it's worth anything or even worth holding on to. Let's set that aside for now. Roll number 41, we found a 1940 plain, and along with that other 1940 that we found earlier, that is the oldest coin that we've found so far, except for the no-date Buffalo nickel, which is of course older, but we don't know how much older. Suppose I could always grab some Nicodate and drop a couple drops of that on there to see what the date is, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. Maybe if I get a bunch of no-date Buffalo nickels after a few of these hunts, I can go through and raise some of the dates. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Roll 43 found a 1956D. Looks like somebody tried to cut it in half or something with a pair of snips. So there's a 56D. And I also found this 1942. So that is our first shot at silver. But no mint mark above Monticello means that this was made in Philadelphia, and it is not silver. Silver ones in Philadelphia were the first ones to have a P mint mark on nickels anyway. Roll number 45, I found a 1954 Philadelphia. Start a new roll there up top, and we'll keep going. Roll number 48. Got a 1958 D for Denver. I will set that there with the rest of them. We got 2 more rolls left in the hunt, and I will come back in if I find anything in those last 2 rolls. Okay, nothing else to report in those last 2 rolls. The box is empty. Oops. Whoa, what's this here? That is a 53D. Oh, it's this 53D right there. It just moved on me. So that, but we still have these 14 rolls to go through there. So I will start going through those and let you know if I find anything. Sometimes these bank wrapped rolls can be good, sometimes not. You know, sometimes the tellers will pull out the silver or buffaloes or anything old that they come across, but some tellers don't care. So we'll go through and see what we find. All right, been going through those bank wrapped rolls. First one I found of note is a 1940 D for Denver. Set that there. With the rest of them, that is tied for the oldest coin of the hunt so far. No more old nickels to report after that 1940D, but I did find a 1996 Canadian nickel. Set that up there with the other Canadian. We got 2 more rolls to search, so hopefully we can find some silver still. Just got done searching the penultimate roll and found this 1952 Philadelphia. So that was the penultimate roll. We got 1 more left, 1 more chance at silver. Let's keep our fingers crossed. The last roll didn't give us any old nickels or any silver, but it did give us 1 more Canadian, a 1998. So far, with that hunt, we got 3 Canadian nickels, 1 2009, this possible jukebox nickel, I don't know, I think I might throw that back, and a few old ones up here. I will go through the book and see if we need to add any to it, and I will come back in when I'm done with that. All right, just got done going through all of those. So these are the ones that we are going to add, and we also got a couple upgrades in there. So we are going to add this 1940D, a 1941 plain Philadelphia, a 1942 plain, and let's see, over here we got a 48D we can stick in, a 1952 plain, and that's an upgrade. And we got a 1953. Make sure that's what we got going in there. A 53D. A 1954 Philadelphia. 1956D. And we've got 3 upgrades. We're going to upgrade the 55D, 54D, and over here, this 1940. So I'll start with the 1940. Yeah, that upgrade, it looks much better. You can see a lot of the details there on Monticello, so that's actually a really good 1940. Slip that one in there. And then we got a 54D. There. And what's this one? 55D. Slip that one in there. Yeah, this 55D that was in there, it almost looks like somebody found it with a metal detector at some point. Oh, that's what happens with that dark toning when they've been buried. So yeah, that is the state. Oop, that is the state of the Jefferson nickel collection so far. The only silver one that we got is that 1942 silver. And yeah, picked up a few of the harder to get ones. You know, got that 52D, but none of the ones that are still technically considered key dates or whatever. So go ahead and do that. So we got 16 old nickels here that can go in the Crystal Skull. I'm also going to put that No Date Buffalo and the 2009 in there for now. I got a tube here for the Canadians. I got 5 of those total now. Once we get a bunch of these, I'll get a Canadian book, Canadian nickel book, and start plugging those in there. So yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. If you liked what you see and you want to see more, go ahead and give me a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.